the scene. What? Got my boys here, Mr. Donte, Diesel, Williams. And who's that over there? Who's that over there? I think that's Jay Davis in the house. We jamming in the house. Thank you guys for tuning in. You're on the scene. I'm your girl, Racheal J. We're about to have a fabulous, fabulous show for y'all today. Y'all ready? Y'all ready, boys?
He in that one move he got, though.
Yeah. You gonna hit that move? Not today. You ain't gonna show us none of the moves. I've been trying to get these brothers to break down some moves, but they're not gonna do it for me today. But it's okay. We love them anyway.
I got video of him doing his dance move, so we're gonna post that.
Oh yeah. I love the videos. Show me all the moves. Once again, welcome to On the Scene. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm your girl, Racheal J, your host. Baby, I'm up in here, okay? Y'all like this little shirt, but I bought it just for y'all. Yes. And these are the fabulous, talented, oh my gosh. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on, talking about multiple gifts and talents. These brothers put it down, and I'm just really honored for you guys to be here and to share your story on the scene. And I know you're motivating and inspiring a lot of young men and young women in this industry. So first of all, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? That
We
church
get our
house.
names right.
I know,
Because
right?
every show we go on is either Jay Diesel or Donte Davis.
It's one or the other, so people get it. I don't know, somehow it's just, I don't know how that happens.
I don't know. It's just people don't do their homework.
I know Jay Diesel.
I said over and over again. Hold on. And then when I met y'all, I can finally be like, this is Donte Diesel Williams.
She got it right.
Yes, and this is Jay, the mother effing David. No, I was playing. That is not his name.
People call him Dontrell. It's so many.
Wow.
It's horrible.
Donte. Yeah, they get it.
David.
Close.
Oh
Yeah,
my
David.
goodness.
Yeah,
They just
police like David.
link y'all on in together. We are known as a dynamic duo. You know, we need some theme music when y'all walk up in the building.
That's a
Dun,
good
dun,
one.
dun, dun. I'm saying for this son.
I would like to think Daredevil and Punisher, I guess, right?
You want to kill people?
Right, okay.
Batman and Robin, but you want to I don't want to do that.
I ain't no killer, but don't push me. Goodness, that's because you just got through interviewing the Goon Squad. What is the Goonies?
Goonie Boss Gang. I don't even want to give them any pub, but that was the story we covered.
Oh my goodness.
They got arrested, so somehow they're a notorious gang, and some of the younger people that's watching this probably know. I don't really know too much, so.
But it's all right. It's all right. You here and doing it. So let's just give a little backdrop. You know, Jay Davis, an award-winning sketch comedy writer, producer, and actor from Bellwood. Over here, born in Chicago.
No.
Born and raised in
Bellwood.
Born and raised in Bellwood.
Yes.
In this area. Okay. So thoroughbred from here. See, I ain't from here. So I walk around pronouncing everything wrong with Bosch and. Well, people they want to slap the hell out of me. I be like, where's Wabash at? They be like, where's that at? I'm like, well.
Are you hungry? What is that?
I'm like, figure it out. W-A.
That's like the international food store. Or
Yes. So it's nice to just mix and mingle with people who are from here because there's so many things like the Wild 100.
Wild Hunts.
My bad. See?
Hunts.
The Wild Hunts. You know, so I'm just intrigued by people who grew up here. You know, there's a lot going on up in here.
Right.
And then we have the talented Donte Diesel Williams, CEO and founder of Diesel World Productions, Inc. You know, over 20 years of experience, you know, with video production, you know, directing,
And
cinematography.
I'm from the west side of Chicago.
West Side. So what is considered the West Side? What is?
The side without grass. I'm just joking.
That's
No,
partially true.
But it's
We
right.
got grass, man. We got grass. No, I grew up in L-Town, so I grew up right off of, if you hear people say the Ave, that's Chicago Avenue.
Okay,
I grew
the
up
Ave.
I grew up down the street from
I'm
Chicago
learning.
Avenue, so yeah,
I'm learning this
around that area.
The Ave, the Hunnits.
Yeah.
See how cool I am
we
now.
got L-Town, we got K-Town, we got
L-Town, K-Town.
We got Garfield Park, we got Austin. Those are technical terms, so I'm from Austin.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So that's an even more beautiful thing to see, you know, black men who grew up here, who have gained so much success, and y'all so cool and down to earth and humble. Some jokesters up in here watching animal videos, whatever you was over there watching. Doing
Animal videos.
animal videos. That just sound weird,
right,
though.
everybody watch
Like, why you watching that?
Tony Baker, that dude is funny.
Shout out to Tony Baker. Follow him. So let's kick it off with, you know, Not Another Black Movie. You know, that collaboration. How did that come about? You know, with you guys getting together and just being in that movie, how did that whole thing jump off?
Well, after we got out of jail, they made us work.
Well, technically, we did get out of jail.
Yeah, we did.
That's another story. It's a brief 3-hour stay in jail that we had.
What?
Filming the sketch in Bellwood, and the police didn't appreciate us.
Are you serious?
You signed autographs.
Yeah, look, okay.
They was arresting you and getting your autograph at the same time?
We were shooting a sketch, and it's like in the sketch, a homeless guy was supposed to beat me up. And so, the police was right across the street. We saw him
Yeah.
at Dunkin' Donuts. And so, as soon as
it was really at Dunkin' Donuts.
yes, as soon as he started doing his thing, they came, like, all these cars came out of nowhere. Yeah, and so they're like, what's going on? I'm like, see the cameras, we just filming something right
Two
now.
cameras. I'm walking back because we right behind his parents' house. I'm taking my equipment. Hey! You know who lives there? Like, yeah, his parents.
Oh my God.
And so they was like, let me see your ID. Me not knowing that apparently I had a traffic warrant. I'm like, here you go, sir. Here's my
Here.
Yeah.
And so
All the way legit right now.
And I give him my license. I'm like, I hear him like some calls come back over the radio. Like, what was that? Like, they're gonna take you into custody. I'm like, what? Like, I had a warrant for mistaken identity somehow. So it was somebody else. They couldn't decide whether me and him was the same person or not. So they took me into custody.
Oh my God.
And I'm in the car first, and I'm hearing all the stuff come on the radio. Like, does he have a 5-point star on his arm? And this is like when we first started working. I'm like, who am I working with?
Like, dang, this
They
dude
finna lock me up.
got a pass up here.
So when we get to the holding cell, because we actually got taken to a holding cell. We get to the holding cell, they're taking my shoelaces out of my shoes. And I'm walking in the hole. He's already in the holding cell.
Oh
he's
my
like,
God.
He's like, officer, you got some condoms. He got the look in his eye. And I'm like, what? Are you saying we in jail, man? Why are you joking?
Oh my gosh.
We hear people in the back yelling.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, we on.
Wow.
So yeah, we did a little bit, and then
You did a little bit. You put in time. You earned your stripes.
so technically we did go to jail before that, but not another black movie.
Oh,
That was your
my
question.
gosh.
Yeah.
So it wasn't working. It was pretty much our third project.
Yeah.
And we were coming off a choke on that and Not Another Zombie Movie. And it was around the time of right after the premiere for Not Another Zombie Movie.
Right.
And he texted me the title. And he said,
Mhm.
how about, he said, this might be a shot in the dark, but what about Not Another Black Movie?
Mm.
And I saw that title and I started rolling. I'm like, oh, hell no. And I'm like, dude, let me know. I said, I got some ideas. And he just started writing it. And
Wow.
he sent me like the first like 55, like half the script, and like it wasn't even like what a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Dang, beast mode.
And I'm like laughing. I'm sitting there like, dude, this is funny.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah.
Y'all need to just do a sketch comedy choke on the whole jail experience. And you
Yeah.
He was up in there signing autographs and on toilet paper. I mean,
Well, we somehow it seems as though we attract police to some of this
oh
shoots.
my gosh.
Because it's been multiple shoots.
The movie count 8.
Yeah, it's been like 8.
The police.
What?
The last one happened. We
Yeah,
just started. We're shooting choke on that season 2 right now.
Yeah.
And it was in Berwyn. And so a guy in the scene, a guy is like acting like he's been shot. So he got a little blood on his
Oh
shirt.
my God.
But it's like it's a camera, someone holding
It's
a reflector,
obvious.
So
and a
we
boom
had,
mic.
so we had like 8 people out there. So
Right.
Jay he's down and there's somebody else got down. He's supposed to be trying to help him out. He's calling for help, and we got somebody else that's supposed to meet up with him. But I'm shooting and everything, and we, in between takes, we hear sirens in the background, and so
They coming after y'all.
no, we just heard sirens,
Okay.
and so at first, our sound guy Armand, shout out to Armand, and his film company, but
Red Roll.
yeah, there you go. But Red Row. He says, man, he's like, there's a siren right there, and I'm like, listen, I was like, you know what? Let's shoot this so we can use the siren in the background.
Ooh,
And
nice.
right, because that's what I'm thinking. I'm
Yeah.
thinking that'd be realistic.
Mm-hmm.
So we hear the sirens getting closer, and then we see a squad car like roll up, and we're like, oh, that's not. He slows down and he turns, and then he looks at us. Another one comes behind him because he's in an unmarked car. There's a marked car, so he pulls up and he looks. He's like, what are you guys doing? Filming a movie? I was like, yeah. And he just like did one. He's like, oh, and then we're like, what? And then we look at the corner.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a fire truck. There's like an ambulance. There's like 12
Are you serious?
like a crew of people. Just they got gurneys and gloves on.
They was ready to do
So
some work.
somebody must have called. It
Yeah,
was like somebody shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when we did, right before that happened, someone turned the corner. Is everything okay? I'm like, yes, lady. If it was, what would you do? You gonna get out the car with like 8 people and do
Right.
something about it? Like,
Right.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Y'all whole life is just a movie. Y'all need a reality show.
Yeah.
You heard me, okay, reality show for these guys, because I'm just in awe, like, what the heck?
Right.
What the heck? So let me know, just because you guys have been in this industry for a while, what has been like the biggest lessons or learning curves, that you guys have experienced, just growth or whatever that means to you?
Just being persistent. There's a lot of people that I know when I first started doing anything, as far as my radio show and movies, it's like, they just quit, they just gave up. And I'm like, it's not that easy. If it was easy, anybody can do it. So
It's true.
you gotta be persistent and be original. I say a lot of stuff, and I'm not calling nobody out, but I'm like, is it original? That's up to whoever thinks it's original. But me, I don't know.
I think one of the first things we usually try to do is figure out how we can be different, or how we can do something different, or put a different spin on something,
Right.
rather than taking something and going word for word, or essentially in college you get kicked out for plagiarizing. So
Yeah.
we try to, especially with his writing, and then I'm working on some stuff too. We try to be original. We always think of things we can do differently.
Right.
I like making people uncomfortable. That's the funniest thing. If you make someone uncomfortable, that means it works.
You're doing your job,
Yeah,
huh?
it's people not supposed to laugh at everything. People gonna be like, oh, you got a point.
Hold on. Well, I know when you did when I watched, we were just talking about this earlier, the whole, it was on the choke on that. And you were talking about, you were sitting there with your partner, and y'all were just talking. He was, talking about his girl, You spoken of blood. I won't describe. It won't be funny if I describe. I was cracking up like, no, he just served me my life. I'm rolling over
Just
here.
watch who you smoke with, because you don't
Oh
know.
my gosh.
Now the crazy part is when trying to like make people feel uncomfortable. You'd be surprised at how many people actually laugh.
Yes.
Because so many people got the same sense of humor. It's like, oh man, like you make anybody really feel uncomfortable. Everybody's laughing.
Exactly. Y'all kind of remind me of David Chappelle. I have so much respect for him. He just puts it out there. He's like, and it's funny. So when I was watching, I was like, man, they remind me, not like y'all mimicking him, but y'all have that same type of flavor.
It makes people think. We got a segment called "Is This Racist?" and it's funny. It's like a game show, and we put out just random racist scenarios, little stereotypical scenarios.
Yes.
And there's one where I'm in a convenience store buying condoms, and this Asian clerk rolls down a Magnum condom. See, all But it's so whenever I show it to white people, they get it and they laugh. They like, I've heard that before. It makes sense.
Oh,
So
my
it's funny how
goodness.
many people hear stuff and they just don't want to talk about it.
And the one we got with the Indian, the bag.
Yeah.
Like I got coworkers, man, that are Middle Eastern, and they laughed their ass off when they saw that. Like when I showed them that, they were like, wow. And then the fact that our guy who's playing is Stanley, he actually is speaking in Hindi.
Oh,
And
my
so they're like,
gosh.
wow, he's actually talking about what's in the bag. So, but I mean,
Oh, my
we try
goodness.
to, you know, in doing it though, we also try to be respectful because
Right.
we understand, like, you know, what he came up with was, I mean, he told me about this racist sketch, and I said, yeah, let's go ahead and do that, and it's thoughtful though because we try and focus on every stereotype throughout all the races, not just, you know, the white
black
person,
and white,
right?
right.
The black person stereotype according to white people. We try and do everything. Or black people stereotypes about other people.
Right.
White people racist too. They be-
Oh yeah,
Right.
we going quick with it too.
Now everybody, I'll say this: everybody's racist in traffic. Everybody get mad.
Oh my God! You be like,
You can say whatever you want.
Did I just say
Come
that?
on your own car.
I've heard some Asian people say things about Asian people.
Right.
I mean, I'm like, you said it, I didn't say that.
Like,
So y'all can't tell the difference either.
But you know, just to piggyback off that, I think it's necessary for us to have comedy. I was recently watching, you know, D.L. Hughley be going in.
Oh, yeah.
He know he be going in, and he said something. You know, I may not say his exact words, but he said something about comedians nowadays are taken too serious.
Yes.
And then the whole politics and Trump and everything else is a joke. You know, it's so, you know.
Yeah, because I think the line has been blurred because now you have a comedian that's actually in the White House. And
Yeah.
so the line, so it seems that he's making, you know, comedy out of politics. And I think that, you know, and I ain't trying to put any political views out there, but I'm just saying, like, those lines have been blurred. And you have a reality show person who's in the White House and he's making it seem like a reality show.
Yeah, he is.
And I don't care what party he's in. I mean, this is that's what it is.
Right.
And now this is the first time that comedians got to apologize for saying
Oh
stuff.
my God! Yes.
I'm like, if you can't take no one is. This is the only time ever the comedian has to apologize for saying something, or they go too far, or they're gonna lose their endorsement. I'm like, wow, that's what comedy's supposed to do. If you don't like it. It kills when people go to comedy clubs and get mad. I'm like, what did you think?
Like, so I don't want to offend you.
Right. If I go to a strip
Coming to
club
my-
and get mad because the girl got naked, like, whoa,
Hold on, that was a little too soon.
Nibbles,
A
no.
little too soon.
I'm here for
Right.
Heineken's, lady. like,
He said too soon.
Right. What's your name? What's your sign? Like, I don't. If people are too sensitive, relax.
Yes.
Let comedians do their job. Like, I don't, you know.
Yes, I agree because there needs to be an outlet. We need to be able to laugh at some of this stuff because we still got to live with each other. So what you guys are doing is actually, I consider it therapeutic.
Yeah.
You know, and it opens up that door for communication. You know, you may have a white and black person or a Hindu person and a black person watching something, they can laugh about it, and then can possibly, you know, be able to join into a conversation that may have been awkward if you, hey guy, you know, blah, blah, blah.
And
So
they
that's,
say,
you know.
laughter is the best medicine. Like I've worked in TV news for 15 years, and so
Right.
like when I started doing sketches with him, it's like that's therapeutic.
Mhm.
That is. It's like
Yeah, for you guys.
because we also have like, for me, a lot of stuff that I've seen a lot of things, but like when we're able to joke or put a different spin on stuff. Yeah, I mean, you see when everybody else laughs, it feels better when I see people laugh.
And I like when everybody can laugh, different races of people.
Right.
Because a lot of people have questions and they might not be bad, they just might come out
They're just
wrong.
curious,
Yeah, they just
yeah.
don't
Right.
know. Like, how does your hair
Yes, is it that your hair?
Right.
Like just
Right.
going in for the grab.
Right.
Is that your hair? Yep.
Yep.
They don't know. And it's like, you don't punch them in the face. Just
Right.
answer the question. Like, black people, relax.
Right.
You know?
Right.
We be quick. Boy, don't touch me.
Exactly.
Yes, and then you know, and I was sitting here earlier, and I heard on the news that Megyn Kelly's show got canceled because of her remark about, you know, the
Yeah.
blackface. And I promise, I got so excited. I got happy as hell. Because you know what? I'm tired of people thinking that they can just say what they want to say and do what they want to do. There's no consequences. You know, so, you know.
I think she said it in the wrong setting. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's, and let's be real. There's never been a time or place besides the late 1800s when it was okay.
Right,
for
okay.
you to put on blackface. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I said, she's in her 40s. I'm like, I'm almost 40. So, I'm like, all right, come on now.
She knows about it.
Right.
Yeah.
There's some people who don't know about it.
But she knows
But
that.
she
And to
knows
think it's
that.
okay
Right.
on a nationally televised show.
And here's the thing: you do have people who grew up in societies where, you know, we're not there. I mean, I've witnessed it. I've actually had to. I remember I was in what was it? Pontiac, Illinois. I had car trouble. Pontiac, down in central Illinois. I had only black people in Pontiac are in the prison.
Man, I'm like, please don't run out of gas here. Please don't run out of gas.
Yeah, and I had car trouble in Pontiac, and so I had to get out. Went to one of the stores. I think it was Walmart. Walking around looking for some
It's probably
aspirin.
like,
Yep. And that was the first time I was in college. First time I ever felt like that. I was like, I thought I was a superstar though, because I was walking around. I'm like,
chest all puffed
all right,
up.
I'm like, they looking at me. Everybody's looking like, and I could have swore I saw a little kid grab his mom. I was like, is he real? No autographs. No autographs. I thought that, you know, I put my own spin on it. So I was like, yeah, I'm on TV.
Yeah, but it's crazy to just feel like a criminal, you know, just doing daily activities and stuff. So
I don't feel like a criminal. I think it is what you make it, and
It's true.
like that's one of the things that we try to do with our comedy is, like I say, we put that spin on it. So if you actually go through life like that and say, all right, you kind of take yourself out of the equation and just have kind of one of those out of body life experiences, you kind of see things for what they are, and sometimes you just sit back and laugh.
True. So let's get back on you guys, you know, and let's leave the Megan Kellys alone. But woo, shout out! No, you stop. So let us know what's happening now in the world of Donte and Jay.
Right now
What's
we
crack-a-lackin'?
what was it? In beginning of October we released Choke on That, the series season 1. It's on Amazon Prime.
Hey,
6 22 minutes of uncensored sketch comedy.
uncensored.
Uncensored.
Woo!
You'll see a lot of things that you can't watch with your kids. That's okay. They might still can watch it anyway.
Right.
But right now we are currently shooting season 2.
Wow. So what was that whole process like? Just getting it on Amazon and just that's a big accomplishment, and you know, and then going on to season 2. So what's going to be? Because I haven't gotten a chance to see it. I'm just now, you know, getting it. I'm like, what? Who is these brothers? Let me get a tap up in this stuff. I need to laugh up in this piece. Just tell us a little bit about, you know, season 1 and the direction you're going for season 2.
Well, the show is set up like it's like a reality based show, like 30
Okay.
Rock / Reno 911. So it takes you through what we go through trying to make this stuff. So it shows like our personalities, like stuff behind the scene, all the difficulties we go through trying to pull some of this stuff off,
Yeah.
and then we put the sketches in between.
And also some of the sketches are kind of relative to what we do, you know, or things that happen to us in everyday life. So sometimes, some of the sketches you might see is things that we might even talk about. Say, hey man, you know what happened to her? Or he might say, you know what happened to I saw today?
Right.
And that's the sketch.
Nice. So you're gonna take that same energy, that same emphasis into season 2 and just keep on building and building and building. Oh, that's awesome.
So I mean, and as far as the films, he's already written another black movie too. So we're looking at next year possibly shooting that.
Ah, okay. I like it. Then you also have your radio show.
Yes.
Intellectual Radio.
Yes. To Be Honest Radio every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Talk about relationship stuff. I'm Crystal Iris, my co-host. She's the voice of reason. I'm gonna tell you your relationship ain't gonna work, and if you get out while you can,
It ain't gonna work.
And she is the one's like, no, you guys need to do this to make your relationship strong.
So what is some of the just the top? What has been like the heaviest topic for you that kind of hit home?
Right now, this month is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, so we've been really hitting on that this whole month, like different things with that, like toxic relationships and stuff like that.
Wow. And you both have won awards. You've been awarded. You got an Emmy award. What is it like to? Because in this industry, whether you're an actress, singer, writer, whatever. You do it because you're passionate about it, but it's always nice for someone else to recognize you, in your work. So what was that like to just get that,
Well, I got mine. I slept my way to the top to get mine. I don't know what you did, how you mine. So that's why I got mine. So, it is what it is. Hey, everybody doing it.
I got mine through hard work and
right, look,
perseverance and my sheer talent. That's how I got mine.
And a late night session.
So I got mine through hard work.
Yeah, hard work. Hard work.
Look.
Talent.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of sleepless nights.
Sometimes you gotta lay on your back, people. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, do what you gotta do. I was like, yeah, hold on, what did you say? Oh my goodness! Wow.
It was a good accomplishment, to get those awards. I think for the HAP Award, it's the Hollywood African Prestigious Award. This is I won for director, he won for producer and writer of Not Another Black Movie, and so I think it was unexpected. Like the nomination came out of the blue, and then,
really,
yeah, it was just like whoa.
Cause sometimes people think that it's all they in cahoots or it's all set up. They know, but this was really like whoa.
And it was weird because we were there. Our flight was the same day to get back, and he got his first, and then we were like, hey, we gotta go. We gotta go to the airport.
We almost didn't make the flight.
Yeah. So we went to the airport. So I didn't find out until a person I networked with there. She sent me an email. And she was like, "Hey, congratulations on your win." I'm like, "I what?" I didn't know until like Tuesday. And the award was Sunday.
What?
So and then I just actually got the physical award.
I got my plaque for mine.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Well, let me. Whoa! Woo! Yeah, do the Cabbage Patch. Do the Cabbage Patch. Boy, I never did this on the scene. Boy, y'all get the Cabbage Patch.
Awesome Cabbage Patch.
Yeah, so if you guys if y'all could look back at your younger selves when you're going through it, and of course it's always a growing and learning process, but y'all done put in work, so y'all done jumped over, through some different boundaries. So if you can go back to and say something to your younger self, just kind of looking back at the different trials and tribulations, phases. What would those words be?
Go to film school, dude.
Really?
I didn't figure this is what I wanted to do. I knew my whole life I wanted to entertain people. I didn't know how. And so it was just trying to figure it out, like all through my 20s, what I wanted to do.
Right, but it's a process.
It is.
It's like it is such a it's so mental and emotional and spiritual. It's not just even if you went to film school, maybe you still wouldn't have.
All right.
Well, and see, the thing is, I minored in cinema studies. So I actually went to ISU, went to Illinois State, and majored in sociology, but I minored in cinema studies. But I got sidetracked when I actually got into TV news. So, and one of the things that I would tell myself is to keep writing, because I had stopped writing years ago.
Really?
And so it wasn't really until I met back up. I met with him was when we just really started we meshed what we knew together and just started working together. And then it actually made me also start focusing more on writing too and getting back into creative writing.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I hated writing, that's the thing.
Really?
I could always do it.
Yeah.
I remember from high school, it was never an issue to write something or report.
Right.
I would wait till the last minute and just write something.
Yes.
But I never took it. I remember a teacher, she told me my freshman year, like, hey, you ever thought about being a writer? I'm like, well, I ain't no secretary. What's wrong with you? You don't pay somebody. What's wrong with this lady? So I never took it serious.
Wow.
Until I was like, I'm trying to write something.
Wow, and look at what happened.
Right.
Because of it. So when did you guys first meet up?
Was it 2012 or 2011?
2011, I think.
Yeah.
It was on the one of my video shoots. I was shooting a music video for Jay Hollins, and Jay Hollins was the one who suggested that we, meet. He said y'all would probably work out good, as far as what he's doing, what you doing, y'all probably would mesh well together. Right. And so I was actually shooting "You're My Girl" remix for Jay for his song back then, and he was supposed to have a cameo in it. And so, and he did come on set, and his cameo was cut out, but I still have the
what did you do? I'm really like, what did you do?
That's the first time I've been cut out with anything.
I cut all because the thing is, I cut all the guys. It was other guys. I cut a couple other guys. I cut them out because it was a video for women, and so
I told my mama, like, look, I'm finna be in the music video. Things is happening for me right now. I'm need that $20 my life about it. I'm finna be in the music video.
Right.
So to make it up to him, I decided to shoot a sketch.
I remember the first sketch I gave him. It was it's called the prank show you've been shitting on. It was about a priest and a little boy.
Oh, I was like, at the time I was like, because I was still kind of like going to church a little bit, and so
just a little bit.
So I was like, yeah, no man, I can't do that one, man. That's what you talking about? I was ready to show like. Yeah, well, hit me with the next one though. Man.
Yeah,
and that was like
the title itself. I'm just like,
yeah, it's like because people think people, it's like people thought it was real. It's like a prank show that the pranks go wrong, and people thought it was real. And so I'll never forget. I sent it to Leon Rogers. Like I was like 4 in the morning on the radio, and he's on the radio on PCI.
Right.
And he hit me, and I heard him on the radio laughing. He was like, me and Tony Schofield was rolling at this guy. So I'm like, okay, it worked.
Wow. I still can't get the title, so I gotta go and definitely watch
so
that.
We got a bunch of them. No, that was the only one I didn't shoot. Everything else after that I shot. So, and that was it. And now I'm in them. Because for years, him and Blackjack, the other person who does all the stuff, he's our stunt coordinator and assistant director sometimes. They both suggest, hey man, you need to get in these sketches, man. Plus, he doesn't like to do a lot of comedy sketches. Yeah. So I decided, all right, well, for the sake of the show, I have to be in the sketches too. Yeah. And so now you see me getting like choked and all kind of stuff.
All that good stuff.
My kids are in one of the Is This Racist sketches. So go watch that. It's close to Halloween. This is a Halloween sketch.
Oh.
I want to post it, but after this Megyn Kelly stuff, I don't know.
Like we was talking about it the other night. I'm like, man, like the one he's in is like it's real. Like it make you cringe a little bit.
Like, in your face.
Yeah, like oh, they said
that's in your face.
Yeah. So like you gotta have a setup for the other ones to ease you into that one. It's like you have a chaser. You can't get into Jack straight.
The Mexican one, the Mexican garden one is kind of like that too.
That one's like that too.
That's
wow.
Yeah, they very once you watch it and you see what we do.
You get a feel for the vibe of the show.
We're not racist. I hate
you just said everybody's racist.
I hate everybody equally. so that's why it's okay for us to do this stuff.
That's true. That's kind of
true. You hate everybody and he slept his way to the top. There you go. Jay Davis.
And we didn't mention your drug problem. Oh, we're supposed to not mention your drug problem.
Can we edit? Is it live?
Right, it's live.
And y'all like,
no edit. We just put it all out there.
Didn't have all right.
Sorry about that.
So what do you guys feel about just the since you guys are both in the film industry, how do you feel about the progress that we're making just as Black filmmakers? Are we stepping up enough? Do we need to do enough? Are we portraying ourselves in a better light? How do you guys just feel about?
Now I think we are getting portrayed in a better light. It's a lot of leading roles that we're getting, and we're getting recognition for some of the roles that we're getting too. And there's more opportunity, especially the indie film.
Right.
Yeah. For everybody. So
I think we coming up on another resurgence because like I've been wanting to do films since I was a kid in the early '90s, and seeing like Spike Lee and Matty Rich and John Singleton and all of those people, when I I was younger, and the Husband Brothers. So like I grew up watching them, and now I feel like we having like this another resurgence of like black filmmakers. Like you see Ryan Coogler and you see Antoine Fuqua and all these other Ava DuVernay and all these other black film directors. You see female film directors.
Yes.
And so I think now, because we starting to get some type of control, like with Oprah and Tyler Perry.
Right.
You starting to see more of that.
Yeah, Black Panther made $1 billion. That's
Yeah.
over $1 billion now.
Yep.
They gave Get Out peanuts to make the movie, and it was a
Hey,
blockbuster. And they gave him peanuts because it was like, oh, maybe it'll do okay, but
Right.
and it killed.
And the crazy part is, this is coming now in relation to George Lucas, who had a problem having Red Tails made.
Yeah.
You're talking about the maker of Star Wars.
Right.
He couldn't market. They didn't know how to market a black film. They wouldn't give him any money.
It was on the shelf for like 4 years or something like that.
Mhm.
Wow.
So now we got a $1 billion film, and now we got a sequel coming.
Yes. Oh my goodness. But you guys are trailblazers too. Y'all up here doing this, and you got people up under y'all like, man, I want to be like them. I want to do that. I want to do that.
Gotta lay on your back.
I want to lay on my back and
Don't do it. Don't. I'm not trying to set nobody up.
Look,
Don't do that. No, they don't believe that.
Right, like, you know
We're
what?
like,
hold on.
really? Yeah, no. I think it's just like what he said earlier. It's just about, it's kind of like, and I hate to say this, but now I'm gonna say it, the mumble rap. You know what mumble rap like, in comparison to people who have lyrics, it's a time and place for that. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
I'm not gonna sit here and criticize some of these cats that's doing that, because that's what they do. That's how they could be easily out here doing something else.
Right.
So they're doing that, but it's not their fault. It's also the industry's fault.
Yeah.
You know, the industry is they're putting it out there, and people are buying it. But in relation to that, I think that we have to be different. We have to be different. We have to show different walks of life. Like even Moonlight. Moonlight won an Oscar.
Yeah.
Like that.
You know what?
I was look.
He first told me.
We ain't talking about that.
Look,
We
Jay
ain't talking
better
about
go
that.
in
We ain't
already.
talking about that. Look, I'm gonna say this. I saw Moonlight. I didn't know what it was about when I went to seeing it, and then I watched it, and then I ended the movie watching it, and I was just kind of scratching my head. But I'll say this part, regardless of how I feel about the movie, in terms of substance, the movie is a very creative movie. Seriously, straight up. Moonlight is a very creative movie. It's artistic. It's showing a different walk of life that other people have had to deal with, and that's what you see. It won an Oscar,
Right.
and it's a black film. And
Right.
so, like, the thing is, that's what we're trying to do, is not Moonlight, but
Right. Like I trying to, Jay, you trying to do Moonlight?
Stand on your back.
But look, when he first told me about it, he was like, I could hear it in his voice, like he got bamboozled. Like I didn't know. But I was watching.
It was brilliant marketing, because they didn't tell you what it was really about.
Oh my goodness.
But like I said, when I look at like something like that, or it's another movie on Netflix called Imperial Dreams, which is a really good. It's about a father and his son. The guy he gets out of prison, and he's trying to change his life and take care of his son.
Well, that was David Van.
That would
No,
what's his the Star Wars dude, right?
Yep.
And that
Oh
was
yeah, I did.
excellent.
I did see that.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, he has like that Denzel vibe too.
Yeah, so that was a good film.
Oh my
but see,
gosh.
that's what I'm talking about is, even when we look at like sketches on social media and stuff like that, we just try to tell people, be different. Stop trying to do what everybody else is doing.
Right.
Everything's been done under the sun, but you can still put a different spin on things.
Right.
Look, I'm gonna say this right now to everybody.
No, right? You just never know what's gonna come out.
I'm about to walk
If the next person inbox me and ask me to make a hood movie, I'm spit on your dog. Look,
Why you gotta
I'm
spit on the
not
dog?
making a hood movie. I went to private school. Why would I do that?
I'm from the hood and I ain't making hood movies,
I'm
man.
not gonna make a hood movie, so go kill yourself. If you
Oh
make
my
your
God.
hood movie with yourself, I'm not making a hood
I
movie.
look at it like this, man. Look, I'm from the hood, and we've been there, done that. We've seen New Jack City, and it's going and what is it? Master P, all these other things. We see this like we see it every day, and then like for me, like I keep saying, I do TV news, so I see it every day.
Oh my!
On
The
top
news
of-
will have you going.
Yeah, on top of growing up in it and living it, I see it every day. So it's a constant reminder. It feels better to make people laugh, in my opinion.
It's a story about a kid who wants to get out. But he keeps getting pulled back in.
Now,
I get it.
now he must decide.
Right.
Dum dum dum.
Is it gonna be?
Oh my
Like I mean,
goodness.
Power is a good show, and I think it does just enough of the street side and the other side.
Right. I do. Yes, I like Power.
Yeah.
You did a really good job with that. So if you guys could, your dream, I guess, if you want to do it in relation to making a film, what would be that dream thing that you like? Oh my God, if I had enough to do this, if I can work with this person, who would be that person, or what would be that perfect situation?
I think like right now, like everybody, like if you play basketball, you want to play one-on-one with Michael Jordan. Like it's like Denzel is like that up there. Like
Right.
Working with Denzel is just like
Denzel!
Hey, okay, if he just walk by and just say, hey, what's up? I'm good with that.
You gonna faint?
Right. Working with Denzel would be something dope.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I agree with that. I think also now Chadwick Boseman is like kind of blowing up. So
Yeah,
that's
he's been
another.
putting
He's
in
another
work.
one. He plays everything, man. He plays
Oh
James
my
Brown and
gosh.
Jackie Robinson and Thurgood
Yes.
Marshall. Like, dude,
Oh my, he just dark skin and light skin.
Oh my
Like,
gosh! Yes.
So I mean that right now. I mean he's probably the hottest, aside from Denzel, he might be the hottest black actor out there right now.
Absolutely. What's your favorite colors?
Black,
Green.
and red.
Right. Yes.
Actually, that was like not playing.
Mine's green.
Why those colors?
I just like it. I don't know. I just like black and red. So I got a lot of black and red stuff.
Like peach stone.
Now I'm gonna get shot. That's a lot.
Man.
Why green?
Green is because really my father. My father he races horses, and one of his colors.
Oh.
Yeah, he races harness horses and owns harness horses. And so
what is a harness?
they ride on bikes. So he's on a bike, and they have the horses up front, kind of like chariot racing almost.
Oh.
And so he's done that for 40 years. He's actually in the Hall of Fame in Illinois.
What? Daddy racing horses, getting awards?
And so, but his colors are orange and green. So green has always been like my favorite color because of that.
Oh my gosh.
No good backstory to why I like
You
black.
did-
And here's a fun fact. My father and him, they share the same birthday, which is crazy.
You gotta be kidding me.
It's like crazy.
So it was just meant to be.
I guess so.
So I truly believe.
Like,
Come
He's
on, now.
over here
Come on,
moving. Oh my. Because I truly believe that, regardless of where you are in that moment, if you're taking the steps in the right direction, you're just going to automatically cross paths with who you need to cross paths with.
Yeah, everything's happening.
And we probably
It's all
crossed paths when we was kids.
We probably,
but
we
know
know
all
the same. That's the funny part. When we first met, we were talking about people we knew that went to school around. Like, yeah, I know
Really?
him. I used to hang out with him all the time. Like, I'm sure we probably
Wow.
bumped into each other.
It's weird because I'm from the city, he's from Bellwood, but we both used to hang out in Maywood. And so, we both hung out with people who were on the same block. Same people.
Know the same people.
Wow, it just wasn't time.
Yeah.
It just wasn't time.
Right.
So if y'all can give, just any advice to somebody out there who's struggling, who going, man, I'm not persistent, man, I want to quit, this is not going anywhere, I'm not getting enough likes, because people be going crazy over them likes.
It's not about likes.
It's not about
Just how do you feel about, just social media and the role that it plays, and just the emotional impact and spiritual impact on people and their success and what they feel like is success.
She said the other day he'd rather have $20,000 than 20,000 likes.
Baby, show me the money.
You know what Slick said? I'm trying to get booked, not liked. It's about getting booked, not liked.
Right,
Yes.
that's the thing. That's the ultimate goal. It's a social media. It's media. It's a platform for promotion to lead people back to your product. You know, somehow people got all this mixed up at, oh, we need all these follows and all these likes. Now, don't get me wrong, that looks good to like investors or people at, you know, promoters or whoever, because they see you got a big following.
Right.
But ultimately your substance also is still gonna have to be something that's very important.
Right.
You know, you can't have like 30,000 followers and then you get on stage and you ain't funny. They book you for a show, you're not funny. Or, you know, they book you for a show and you can't sing.
Right.
Without auto-tune or
Right.
without, you know, whatever. So, you know, it's not, at the end of the day, it's not about likes. You can't live off likes.
It sure can. Sure in the heck can. So, go ahead.
And just be persistent. Like it's not gonna be easy. When I first, the only reason I started acting in my sketches was my first sketch that I tried to shoot. I couldn't get nobody to do it. Nobody's gonna support you until they see other people supporting you. That's just what it is.
Facts.
And so the first sketch, I was like, I guess I'll do it.
Right.
And I asked a coworker, I was like, hey, I wrote this thing. You mind being in it? She's like, all right, cool.
Right.
And so I had two coworkers and one actor that I met on a Facebook group, and that's how I did my first sketch.
Look at that.
I did my first
Go
short.
get it.
I did my first short in college in 2002, and same thing. Like I used people that I knew. Like I wrote it and shot it, and I went to everybody that I knew. Was like, hey, you play this role. I actually used my manager at work because I wrote his name in the script, and so like because I saw this tag he had on his desk, and I was like, that'd be a dope shot.
Right.
It's just his name tag on his desk. So I asked him, I was like, hey, you want to be in this movie? And he was like, yeah. And so I went in his office, shot it, did an interview with him, and that's what it was. But same thing, just be persistent. Like we've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
Don't
Resourceful.
Don't expect people to believe in your dream. This is your dream at the end of the day.
Right.
Repeat that.
Don't expect people to believe in your dream. They're not obligated to believe in you. So you just gotta keep going. Like you can't let other people dictate on what kind of career you're gonna have. I had somebody we work with, like, man, I got so many haters, they don't be supporting me. I'm like, so you gonna tell your grandkids 20, 30 years from now, the reason you didn't pursue what you wanted to do was because of haters?
Right.
Like, you're gonna say that stuff.
like, please stop it.
Right. My father is, one of the things that inspires me because him being in horse racing, he came in the 70s, and in Illinois in horse racing, it was seen as a white man's game, and he was one of the only blacks who was actually trying to get into horse racing, and so he tells me about a lot of the situations that he had to deal with, the racism and just trying to get in and going out to LaPorte, Indiana to start. You know what I'm saying?
That's even worse.
Right, exactly.
That's like a movie, like Pride. He's the first black man.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Just like hockey and what's another sport? Hockey, soccer,
golf.
Yeah, golf. You don't think about black people when you think about those things, and when you do see them, you're like, hoorah!
Right.
Yes.
That would honestly, going back to one of the other questions, that would be one of my passion movies would be to do something in regards to horse racing.
Oh my gosh.
Just because of the fact that I actually know the history of even blacks used to be prominent in horse racing back in the 1800s. Yeah. We were, after slavery, we pretty much were the ones who were caretakers of the horses and were winning in the Kentucky Derby. And then when they made money in the early 1900s, they're like, okay, guys,
swoop on up in there.
Get out of here.
You gotta have a random white guy yell, "Get off of that horse, darky!"
Right. Darky. They said just like this.
That's pretty much it.
Oh my goodness.
Ride that horse like no other. Ride that horse.
Right. Yes. So let everybody know how they can get in contact with you guys. Hold on, I want you to introduce. This is your co-host for your radio show, right?
Crystal Iris, she just sitting there.
Crystal.
Crystal.
Get on out of here, Crystal. Putting you on black. This is Crystal Iris.
And this is the charger that she dropped.
This is the charger. Come on in, Crystal. The beautiful Crystal Iris here.
What's up?
Hey. Co-host of J Dave. What's your show name?
To Be Honest Radio on intellectualradio.com.
When does it come on?
Every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
And show topics. What is it about?
You do it.
Real, raw, and honest conversations about dating and relationships.
All right. And she's the good angel.
She's a good angel.
And he's just the devil. You like break up. She
Yeah.
won't cook. Break up.
I'm the devil's
You
devil.
gonna do it. Break up.
That's a shame.
So so thank you for coming out, Crystal. We appreciate you and definitely want to support you guys in your show as well. Anything that you have going on that you wanna tell our viewers about
I
as
did
well?
just release a book called The Boss That Breakthrough,
You
a
got some
roadmap to more love, faith, and freedom.
Oh.
You can find that www.thebosstatbreakthrough.com.
All right, theboss@breakthrough.com. Yes, we got some talented people up in here writing books, telling stories. Boy.
Go follow my wife, Dinesha's Pastry Party.
Yes.
Oh, we got a cook.
She does pastry. She's a pastry chef. So,
Okay,
yeah.
shout out to Donisha, pastry parties.
Yeah, pastry party. Yeah.
Donisha
And
pastry
pre-order your
parties.
Thanksgiving pack too, because I ordered mine.
She's got pies.
Oh,
Yeah,
pre-order
so-
your Thanksgiving packs. Donisha's pastry part. Why come I just cannot say that? Pastry parties. All right, big
Pastry
shout
party. It's on Facebook and Instagram.
out. Okay, and where can we get in contact with you guys for? You said your information. Hold on, start with you on Facebook.
Yes. I am Crystal Iris on Instagram.
And I am Donte Diesel on everything. That's Donte with an O-D-O-N-T-E, Diesel. That is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
J Davis, Jay Davis TP on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and I'm on Black Planet. Y'all still on there? Anybody
You know
just
what?
got out
I
of jail, check it
cannot.
out on Black Planet.
I'm still on Black Planet.
I think I am too. I'll be like the Black Planet.
There's some people that's watching this. They don't even know what Black Planet
Yeah.
is.
What are they talking about?
What?
How old are they?
Yeah, like, they're old,
My grandma was
Mom.
on Black
Right,
Planet.
I remember that. I heard Snooze in black and white, right?
And with you guys, doing your films and the choke on that and the comedy, how do you guys actually cast for those things?
We post them on different groups, like on Facebook, Instagram. People always,
Thank you,
I
Crystal.
will post something about a casting call for a month and a half, and people will like the day after the casting call.
Oh man.
Well, y'all ain't tell me.
Right.
Like,
Y'all should have told me,
Like,
man.
for real.
Why you ain't send me nothing about it?
Exactly. So yeah, we just did one like in August. A casting call for people from the
And
sketches.
we've actually used people from that casting call
Really?
center,
Yeah.
for some of these sketches. So
Okay.
I mean, it's very important, that they come to it, and well, anybody. If you see somebody with casting call and that's your passion to be an actor or actress, go.
It's not gonna happen overnight.
Right.
So
Right.
You sure ain't.
it's not.
Also, one other thing, I got a video dropping next week. It's Jay Hollins called '90s Love Song that I
What?
shot and directed. He helped me produce also and cast.
I was my verse on the song.
You don't have no verse on the song. It's Jay Hollins featuring Slick J. Adams and Phil Davis, and that's going to be dropping Monday.
Oh my goodness.
So we're not gonna shoot my
yes.
scenes.
No.
No.
Sorry, man. I'm cutting them out again.
So sorry.
You got the one dance move, man.
So, and when it comes to when you guys are doing your casting calls, are you what type of talent are you looking for? Do you have to be well known in the industry, or can newbies are you looking for headshot demos? Kind of what is your criteria?
Shots, resumes. We do want people with experience, but I mean, if you feel like you have some skill, but also we prefer like you have the headshot, resumes, and a link to a reel or something we can see like you're acting also.
And you guys host live auditions as well? Yeah. Okay. And with the choke on that, how is that process? Do you be funny?
No, it's like it's weird. Like when people come in, I can look at somebody and I can picture them. Like we released a Three's Company sketch, and it's these
Oh my
these,
God.
these two older white women came in and auditioned. And it was great, and I'm looking at them, and I'm thinking.
He sent me the sketch like the next day, and I'm like,
I
hell no.
love
We
it.
did like a Three's Company parody, and like the intro to Three's Company, but the older white women are doing some wild stuff. So, but it's just your look, your delivery, it's just like all that. And if I can see something, we both can see something, then.
And they're both talented. I mean, but we had, like I said, at the last set of auditions, we had a lot of talented people who came in, and I think we used almost all of them.
Yeah, we was all
Wow.
One dude didn't show up, his car blew up or something. But
Just whole car just blew
yeah,
up.
and apparently
Still could've showed up,
his
though.
phone didn't work because I called him, he didn't answer. But
So it probably
Well,
was
maybe
the car.
fun.
Yeah.
Blew up.
You know, but oh, well, it's one of those days.
hey man,
Yeah.
better you than me, brother.
Okay, so once again, let everybody know how to get in contact with you. Well, with the production company, do you guys offer services as far as working on other people's projects? People coming to you and say, hey, can you produce this? You guys work on other people's projects, or is it just a lot of in-house stuff that you're doing?
We try to keep it in house, but there. I mean, we're open. I'm open to certain things, you know. But a lot of times, you see, he just pointing at me.
Yeah, he
But
was all
Well,
over
I've given up on people.
But the thing is, it can be time consuming. So a lot of times we're very, very limited on what we can
Okay.
do. So a lot of times try and make sure it's in house and you can be a part of 1 hour production.
I get an inbox and say, man, I got an idea for a movie about, like, you know, a dog, right, turned into a vampire. And I think you can make that funny. I'm like, bro, I gotta go. I'm like,
I'm on the toilet, I gotta go. Something.
I'm one more message from deleting my messenger.
Oh my
One more
God.
focus message.
The struggle is real.
And I tell people, just write it out. It don't have to be formatted. Write it out. I can't write what's in your head. Write
Right.
it out.
A dog vampire could like, please help me help you. So once again, let everybody know how to get in contact with you guys. Starting off with Donte Diesel Williams.
Donte Diesel on everything. That's DONTE Diesel on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And J Davis, JY Davis TP on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. I'm just on Snapchat lurking. I'm not really doing nothing on there. I see stuff all the time, and I freeze up, and I can't get it in the moment. So I'm horrible on
I don't
Snapchat.
even know my damn password on Snapchat. I got
I don't be on
It's
Snapchat.
Donte Diesel 1, but I don't know, like, I don't know if that's it. I forgot my username. Don't worry about me on Snapchat.
Right.
Yeah.
And
The other ones.
on our website, jdavisfilm.com, all the stuff you want to know on there, merchandise, movies, links to all of our movies is on there.
And DieselWorldProductions.com also.
Perfect. And make sure you check out Amazon.com.
And we also have Choke on That, the series
That.
on Instagram. Follow that. Follow Not Another Black Movie on Instagram also. We got a page on Instagram and Facebook.
Yes.
All right.
That's it.
Is that it?
That's it.
Want to talk
I'm
about
done.
Not Another Zombie movie?
Nah.
Okay. Anyway, so the other film, yeah, that's what we're gonna focus on.
Y'all so funny. Oh my God, it's been such a pleasure, to be here with you guys. Y'all have so much going on. It's really, the hour is not even long enough.
It was an hour?
That was?
It's been an hour, and we ain't even tapped the surface, baby. I know y'all got levels.
You ain't even start getting the sweats for your drugs.
Right, look, oh, boy, you ain't even going hype mode
I
yet,
know,
huh?
right? Usually he gets scratching and
Can I smoke mine too?
Oh my gosh. Yes, you are on the scene. We have the talented brothers here, and I'm so proud because in the way that I see it, when one of us makes it, all of us makes it, because doors are open and people's eyes are opened up to the possibilities of, hey, man, they're not just drug dealers, they're not just baby making machines, they're not just he like I'm about to go right. They may think it, but then we out here making money, baby. What? But it's nice just to see just all the different levels of talent. You guys, I'm proud of you guys, and I'm honored to have you. We're honored, me and my producer, Margaret Foster, we're honored to have you guys here on the scene, doing big things, Not another black movie, well, not another zombie movie.
That's out there.
Yeah, that's somewhere.
That's out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Choke on That. Make sure y'all see that on Amazon.
Look for our billboard on 294 for Choke on That series.
Hey, and then get into these actors chat groups on Facebook, guys, because they post casting calls. If y'all want to link up with these guys, come with the real juice on the scene. Racheal J, Donte Diesel, Williams, Jay Davis, hey, yes. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We love you. Till the next time. Hey.
That's how you get the award. Grind it up.
Yeah, grind it up. That's how you get the award. Love it. Mwah.